For 100 years, we lived in a gilded cage. Three great walls, Maria, Rose, and Sina, were the bars that kept us safe. We were told they were a fortress, a gift from our ancestors, but in our hearts, we knew they were a boundary, a declaration of surrender. We were born inside a paradise of ignorance. We dreamed of the world beyond, of oceans made of fire and lands of ice. We longed for a freedom we had never known. We were a humanity that had forgotten how to fly. And like all children who have never known true fear, we believed our peace was eternal. Until the day it wasn't. On that day, humanity received a grim reminder. We did not live in a fortress. We lived in a pen, and the titans were our shepherds. In a single moment, a century of peace was shattered. The horror was absolute. We were not soldiers. We were not warriors. We were simply prey. We watched as everything we loved was devoured by a meaningless, smiling terror. But in that despair, something else was born. A promise. A woe whispered through tears of rage. It was a promise to fight back, to reclaim what was stolen, to exterminate every last one of them from this world. It was the desperate, defiant scream of a caged bird that had finally learned to hate its cage. We offered our hearts to a cause we barely understood. We were taught to dance with death, to fly on wings of steel and fire among the rooftops of a fallen city. But the reality of war was not glorious. It was the frantic. It was the chilling realization that our greatest enemy was our own fear. We fell by the dozens. Our wings were broken. Our hope dwindled to a single flickering ember. We learned that to fight monsters, we had to become something more than human. And in our darkest hours, a new monster was born. And one that fought for us. A power we could not comprehend. A rage that mirrored our own. Given from humanity's fate, now rested on the shoulder of the very thing it sought to destroy. But the true enemy was not just the mindless giants of the gate. It had a face, it had a mind, it walked among us. Hidden behind a human mask, the war was not just of survival, but for the truth of the world. A truth locked away in a forgotten basement. We were no longer than cattle waiting for the slaughter. We were the hunters, and we would ride until we had taken back our world and finally earned our wings of freedom.